Hello, this is Katie Elbow-Hudair, and for our reading log assignment for the Orbis Pictus Award book, I had chosen Noah Webster, Weaver of Words. The author is Peggy Diaz-Shea, illustrator Monica Vachula, publisher Culkin's Creek, the copyright date 2009, Orbis Pictus Award winner year 2010. Genre is autobiography, historical fiction, nonfiction, picture storybook. There are 40 pages, and the appropriate ages are from 7 to 12. Noah Webster, Weaver of Words, is about a man named Noah Webster Jr., who became the first American dictionary creator. He created the first American dictionary by combining what he wanted to call the American language, which was English at the time, but instead of it being just the English from Britain, he wanted Americans to have our own special English words. So he calls it the American English, which is the English that we all speak today. So he creates these words by making it a dictionary format. Now, Noah Webster was not only responsible for the dictionary, and I want to show you what the dictionary looked at that time. He was really interested in rhyming, making words rhyme. So as part of the dictionary, he made a rhyming page. So not only was he responsible for the dictionary, he was also responsible for the reformation of public education as it is today. He believed that public education should be free. He also believed that not only boys should be attending school, but as well as girls. So he had an influence on that as well. So as you see right here, he has a couple of kids reading books. But not only that, he wanted to make sure that it was required that children go to school, as well as that there was materials provided for schools. So there was books provided for every student. He not only had impact through that, he had impact through like the Declaration of Independence. He um, he was teaming up with Benjamin Franklin at the time, and he and Benjamin Franklin were coming up laws regarding the schools, but as well, Benjamin also was in part of the Declaration of Independence at that time. They were breaking away from England. Noah Webster Jr. was part of the war which separated us from England for good during the American Revolutionary. So he had a lot of influence of history, not just dictionary-wise, not just for education-wise, but because he also was part of that war. When he was part of the war, he was the flute player. He loved playing flute. He came from a family where education was really important, so that's why education was also important to him, because he had that background. So this book was really interesting to know more about Webster Jr. himself. It says here that, but perhaps more important, besides his dictionaries and contribution to education, his ideas, including free schooling, small class sizes, and no-hitting, books for every child, American history and literature books, earned him the nickname of Schoolmaster of America. Whether rich or poor, male or female, child or adult, all Americans, Noah said, had the right and the duty as citizens to learn. And so that he had a lot of influence on that. I didn't mention no child hitting. He was against that. He believed that children should be rewarded, not hit. So he had a lot of influence on the education aspect. So the activities I had chosen was to have the students look at a hard copy of a Webster's dictionary. The students are to list 5 words, how the words are pronounced, and their definition. I have a link over discussing the history lesson over the American Revolution War, and as well as a lesson over the role of public education during the time of the American Revolution. And something I wanted to show you was the time dates of when the dictionaries came to be. Thanks for listening.